Hey, hey, hey. Might as well just talk because people watch it on the rerun. But today we are going to do, I'm going to show you what we do the last 30 days of growing Canadian herbs. I don't use it as recreational, I use it for pain relief and sleep. I tried CBD, didn't work. Now, my 80-year-old father swore by it. it. He just stopped using it not that long ago. But what I'm doing right now is just cleaning my cooler because tomorrow is poultry processing day. Yay! So, I think we all know what that means. The turkey might lose his head and a few feathers. So I just want to make sure that it's all good and clean, it's bleached, it's rinsed, and then I'm going to go up to the farm tomorrow morning, and well, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just getting things ready here. Now, brown cow. Where's my brown? Oh, I just did something stupid. I got Javix in there, and well, I just went and wiped my blue shirt with Javix on it. Let's see here. Ow! We got a lot of picky plants this year because, well, just give me a sec here, guys. Oh, I hear you. Are you on the other side? Let's just say we've got some. So, just so you can see, this one is just starting to bud right now. So, those are buds. They're just starting. Now, these ones, they are growing. And you can tell they're just about at end of life because the plants are starting to go dead, which means as soon as that starts, what you do, oh man, sorry guys, a lot of uneven terrain here. So what this equates to is I've got to start, well, looks like I'll be holding this for a while. So what I have to do is down near the root of the plant, I got to start hitting it with sugar water. And what that does is it holds all the molecules of the bud together. And of course, it's legal here in Canada. And hey, Tiff, it is legal here in Canada. I can go purchase bud, but I don't know what they've grown with. I know 100% what is in my bud. It is 100% California bud. And don't mind my garden, guys. I was under the assumption that it was old manure. Well, it was fresh manure. So So what you do is you just swish it around, and like you look inside of there, my main stem's about 2 inches thick. And all that this is water and sugar. And it it it's actually behind this year. I don't know why, but we're praying for a late frost because those buds should be, well, just about the size of my fist, but they aren't. So, needless to say, the Rambler has got to keep the frost off his buds for at least, what in goodness sakes is going on here? Sorry guys, just give me 2 secs. For some reason, I don't know why it's not. It doesn't seem to be holding up. Okay, there we go. So unfortunately, hey guys. So yeah, Tiffany, honestly, I don't know how people can afford not to do it by themselves. I make my own oils, everything else, and that's all I'm putting in, guys, is sugar. And that's enough that it holds, holds all the stuff together. And a good bud, sometimes the crystals fall off. Well, if your crystals fall off, that's not good, because that's where a lot of your THC is in your crystals. So if you do it wrong, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So the last 30 days, you want to ensure that you either put a 2 liter pop per plant or a quarter of a bag of sugar. At least once, if not twice a week. And I had my son, while I was away on the conference, he put it away, or he put sugar water on them for me Wednesday morning. So because I'm a little bit behind here, I would rather double sugar it. But I gotta say, this is the second or third time I've grown. So I'm 6'2". So the first plant is 6, and that one's at least 7 feet. And I can honestly say, I can't stand the smell of it. I think it's probably why I never did it as a child. And I have to do it by oil as an adult. Oh, yeah, no. You got to be really careful at the ones that you grow indoors, Tiff. If they're not dwarf, um, if they're not dwarf, you're wasting your time. So there. And now what I'll do is I'll let that sugar water seep in, and then we'll give them a hose down, and let's see here. Can you guys? Yeah, you can. And of course, squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, even deer, they don't want nothing to do with it. So I can have it out here without issue. And we think the reason why we're not growing as big as we thought we would is because the amount of rain we got this year. Like up top, the top of that plant, that bud is about an inch and a half round and about 6 inches long. Unfortunately, that's really all there is to growing what I like to say Canadian herb. Um, it actually, why don't we go over here into my Quebec garage and I'll show you what. And I've got to get my whippersnipper over here, but there's my apple tree. It rather grew this year, so I've got to take and whippersnip that down. And yeah, so remember I was saying the other night how people come onto my yard? They parked over on the road and walked in. I've got one tree there. That's the tree that they broke the main trunk off of. And that tree, and that tree are choke cherries on the other side of the road that a developer owns. Well, why would they? Um, Give me a second, guys. I got to put you down here for a second. Come on now. There we go. So, needless to say, um, just let me get my key. Ugh. Okay, I'm just going to mute this here for a minute. How the heck do I do that? Mute, mute, mute. Oh, right here. There we go. You guys didn't lose an ear at all. But oh, there we go. Huh. Hey, Arlene. And well, I just went and got my hair cut, so of course now it'll take me a while to get accumulated or get used to the heat. It is well, you guys all saw my short where I was dancing outside. It was so cold that I had to pick everything. Guys, it is well on my way turning into the driveway, it was 31 Celsius. So double it and add 32. So it's about 93 to 95 here right now. And that's without the Humidex. Humidex, we're up over 100 in the Great White North in mid September. This never happens. Like, I should not be having to go cut my lawn this afternoon, but I will be. Piggy, 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 piggy! What's going on, brother? So I just figured I'd do a short little video about how we how you go about putting pretty much putting a Canadian herb plant to sleep for the winter. And what I'm going to do this year is clean it. Um, what I'm going to do is clean it, and then I'm going to seal it in um, Ziploc bags and take it downstairs. And as long as it doesn't poke the edge, whatever, as long as it stays vacuum tight, it'll last for years. My um, last bud, I still have about, oh my goodness, when did I do that? 30, 60. I bet you I have in between 90 and 100 grams of bud from 4 years ago. Hey, Rebecca. So, um, I wasn't even going to put any in this year, but my daughter's boyfriend said, I got 2 extra plants. We're allowed to grow, I don't know, five, I think, 5 plants. I don't use it that often. And if I do, it's like anywhere from point 0.2 to point 0.6 of a gram. Or no, of a mill, sorry, a mill. So I don't even use a milliliter at night. And I'm I don't like the feeling of being snowed and that. So it just eases you, it just relaxes you to sleep. And literally, I use 3 ingredients. That's it. So why, I don't know why anybody like myself, you know, yes, there's a lot of people that are against it that say it's a gateway drug, blah, blah, blah. The way I look at it, I'm able to sleep at night, which in turn allows me to function throughout the day. Now, I might use it. Yeah, yeah. Well, if I was allowed to ship it, Tiffany, I'd ship you some, but unfortunately, you can't ship it in the mail system unless you're a licensed grower. And I've got my card that I can use it for pain, and I can have a stupid amount. And again, I would never use it. I said, all that I need is like, you know, X number, and it doesn't. So, and that's why I cut mine so much, Tiffany. Health Canada lets me grow 18 plants. There you go. Like I say, I honestly, these two will probably last me more than 2 years. But excuse me, darn airplanes. But I guess that's the knockoff of living within 3 kilometers of an airport. Just thank goodness they're not the big aeroplanes. What else? That's about it. That's about it. I have to start studying. I've got a meeting Tuesday night. Wednesday I pack. Thursday I go to another conference. Friday I'm at the conference. Oh, Tuesday's a double whammy. My mom and dad got a new bed. They didn't like the one they had, so my daughter said, "Well, I'll take it." It's like not even 6 months old. So she's got herself a new bed. So Kyle's off on Tuesday, so we're going to take a rip up. He's got to redo some military stuff while we're up there. So he's going to do that, and we'll stop at mom and dad's and pick up the bed and come on down. Hey, Joe, I'm just showing everybody my pain plants. There they are. Pain plant plants, Canadian herbs, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I even forget the name of it. I got to order new stuff. But what it does is it brings out it actually dissipates the THC, and then I hit it with coconut oil, and that's what I that those are the 3 ingredients that I use for my sleep meds, and if I'm having a bad day and I know I'm not gonna be out driving, I will take one during the day like I should right now, this afternoon, go take one, but of course, I'm gonna play hardball and not do it, but, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. It was just, like I say, just gonna be a quick little this is what you do with nearing the end of the season. Um, of course, I unfortunately can't use it in survival seeds. But next year, depending, I may do a, Canadian version and US if you're allowed to grow it. I don't want anybody in trouble. Um, that's the last thing on my thing is if you're not allowed to grow it, don't grow it. And if you don't need it, don't use it. That's my philosophy. Yeah, Dave, I can't. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. Even choking down half a mill, uh, I don't know what it is, but I just cannot. I just everybody's like, "Oh, you can't tell, you can't tell." I'm like, "Oh yeah? Try it." And there's a lady who professionally makes cookies, um, chocolate chip cookies. So she made one with and one with THC butter. I didn't even have it in my mouth when I picked it out. She's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Trust me." And now that I quit smoking, what, 12 years ago, the smell of cigarette smoke, somebody can be having a cigarette 5 cars ahead of me and I'll be able to pick it out. It I've got a heightened sense for that kind of thing. But anyways, and yeah, it sucks. I've got a young lad coming next week. I've got a young lad coming next week that he's gonna do a bunch of whippersnipping and tree trimming and stuff I just can't do anymore. And you know what? I try to do it and then I suffer for 2 weeks after. So, ah, pay this kid 250 bucks. He's just starting out on his business. Give him 250 bucks and let him come and whippersnip and clean up and throw everything in my fire pile. And after our first snow, I will definitely light it up. What do you want? Go away. Go drive down your own road. We have people, man, they're nosy around here. They drive by at like 2 mile an hour and they're gawking at you. And well, I'm talking to a phone, so they really slow down. What the heck is that guy doing? But anyways, Joey, aren't you guys at the meetup? I think. I thought I read something Friday night that you guys were going to the Petals of the Past or something. And did you guys get your package yet? Well, my one neighbor, he doesn't. This guy here, he doesn't care. He's a retired cop and he's up north most of the time. He he goes I think he confirmed 7 months this year. He'll go up and spend like I don't know. It's always like 30 days. Sometimes in the winter, it's a little bit longer, But man, oh man, he takes a plane from Ottawa to Winnipeg and from Winnipeg to his island. He works up in Baffin Island on a native island, and, last winter, he was on a plane that flipped, went over too far down over the runway, and his only job, he works 12 hours a day for 30 days straight, and he just sits at the front door of the medical clinic. Obviously, they have to carry. That's why it's just easier to get retired police officers. Um, so that they don't try to come in and steal the opioids and all that. So, um, I tell you what, I'm gonna I'm gonna get him to take some shots, and I'll interview him next time he's home. It's sad. We left Petals of the Past 2.5 hours ago to go meet Ann Dill and the Blacks on our way to Kentucky to see Lazy. Goodness gracious! You guys, Jin, you guys got to buy a plane. Good lord! Well, if you're already to them, you might as well come another 12 hours and see me, because that's all I'd be. Well, yeah, from um, where Glenda is would be in between 10 and 12 hours from me. And in between is Dave. Well, unless he's in his van out somewhere where I wouldn't blame him this weekend. What a beautiful weekend. A lot of people up here close their cottages Labor Day weekend. They'd be kicking their butts they did it this year because we've had nicer weather since. Oh man, yeah, you gotta get making a lot more money on YouTube, and Joey can buy his own plane and even a little two-seater. Meow. Strap Megan to the roof. It works. But anyways, folks, I should go because I've got 2 hours of grass cutting left. What am I mean left to do? I haven't even started yet. I just sugared the Canadian herbs, and what I gotta do is start. Um, what I gotta do is I gotta start saving 2-liter pop bottles. It's a lot easier to mix the sugar water in the house and then dump it on the roots out here. You're procrastinating. No, we only procrastinate on Thursdays. Thursday afternoon is procrastination Thursday. Today is just lazy Saturday. Take your time. You know what? If you rush life away, oh, They're bringing out the header. Must be getting soon time to take the soybeans off the field. They just drove by with the soybean header. Yeah, lazy Saturday. Absolutely. And you know what? All these guys, they can, I don't know. I just don't understand how these folks rush their life away and their wives leave them, their husbands leave them. It's like, do something with your family. I don't know. That's my philosophy. And it was whenever, oh, I hear the combine. That's an old combine, just very well looked after. The owner of it passed away about 7 months ago. He, it was a shock to the community. He plowed our driveway for 19 years. And because I was on the Egg Society and the municipal government, he wouldn't allow, and Debbie working at the hospital, your family gives enough to the community. The least I can do is do your driveway, he said. So I'd buy him a case of a beer every spring and give him a gift card to the truck stop here. They used to go there every morning for breakfast. But pretty much 2 years to the day that he was diagnosed with dementia till he passed. He was one of the fortunate ones that didn't have to suffer too long with that nasty, nasty disease. You got dinner in the oven. You know what? We're actually having a kid dinner from a way back. My daughter's like, Dad, what do you think about sloppy joes? I could care less. So I guess we're having sloppy joes. So that's her job. Yeah, I haven't, oh my goodness, I haven't had a sloppy joe in forever. So I think what I got to do is go get myself water, some ice water, and start cutting the lawn. And I will keep hydrated. And I got chicken. Oh, cool. Yeah, we had chicken last night, and it was fairly good. It was the first time Debbie used that recipe, and I kind of liked it. I just I have my fill of chicken sometimes. I've never been a picky eater, but I'm starting to turn into a picky eater. But anyways, I should go because it sounds whenever I went to get the water hose, it sounded like our AC Sounds like there's a loose bearing, and I really hope it's not, because by the looks of things and looking at the long range forecast, we're not we're not, deals live. Oh, Johnny's racing? Well, then I better get off of here and go support my brother Johnny. So, if one of my mods could drop 9 Acre Farms in the chat, and we'll go on over and see Johnny racing up and down the track. I know he's been playing with nitrous, and which means his car's gonna go vrum vrum vrum. Yeah, I would if I was on StreamYard, but unfortunately, I just stayed on YouTube today. Appreciate it, Tiff. Excellent. So, everybody, go over, see Dale, and let's cheer Johnny on. And we all know Christine will be doing some lip talking. She's I'm sorry, she's she's a lovely lady, but she can smack talk with the best of them. So I appreciate yous all for coming, and my pain plants say bye bye. They're happy. They got sugar water. So, anyways, guys, take care. God bless, and we'll see you over on Dale's Live. Toodles!